So now all of the big name free agents are off the board, and I want to start with talking about Artemi Panarin and him signing with the New York Rangers. He signed a 7-year, $81.5 million contract, $11.6 million annual average, and a lot of people expected that he would go to the New York Rangers. This is the team I predicted he would go to, and it was pretty obvious, even though last night it seemed like the New York Islanders emerged as the front runners. In the end, it was the other team in New York, the Rangers, picking him up, and while I think this is an amazing fit, that $11.6 million per season is a lot of money for a guy who has yet to hit 90 points. I think if you put him with the right guys, he can, but 11.6, that's like 100 plus points player money right there, and I don't think Artemi Panarin is quite that, but I'm not going to, get too mad at them or rant over the money because he is a fantastic player, and that is what happens with unrestricted free agents. It turns into a bidding war, and you just have to keep that money going up and up if you want to get a guy like Panarin, and in my opinion, this is the final piece for this New York Rangers rebuild. I think as soon as next season we're going to see them competing for a playoff spot. They're definitely going to be a super fun team to watch now with Panarin, Kaapo Kakko coming in, Jacob Trouba, and they still have guys like Mika Zibanejad, Chris Kreider, Philip Hedl. I'm just really excited and, intrigued to see how this works out for the Rangers next season. I hope Panarin can stay healthy and, play like he did last year throughout his entire contract, and then that 11.6 won't look like it is so much money. So I'm very curious to hear what New York Rangers fans think about this. I know last night a lot of people thought he was going to go to the Islanders, which, that sucks for Islanders fans. Hopefully they can bring Anders Lee back, but I just wanted to, clump Panarin and Bobrovsky in this video together because I didn't want to make too many separate videos today, and then I'm going to make a video on Matt Duchene next, and then that'll probably be it, and then I'll just do a recap of where all the free agents go because I don't want to make too many individual videos. But now moving on to talk about this Sergei Bobrovsky deal. So this is another deal that a lot of people really saw coming because it is basically just a really good fit for both sides. Florida needed a goaltender in the worst way, especially after trading James Reimer and then buying out Scott Darling. They didn't have any goaltenders besides Samuel Montembeault, and he'll be the backup to Sergei Bobrovsky now, and I think you have a really good 1-2 tandem there. And in my opinion, the one piece Florida needed to really make that jump and become a scary team in the Atlantic Division is getting a really good goaltender, and they didn't just get a really good goaltender, they got arguably one of the best in the entire league. He's won a Vezina Trophy before, and if he can get to that Vezina Trophy level playing for this Florida Panthers team, then in my opinion they can really turn into a contender in the Eastern Conference. The contract is a 7-year, $70 million deal, a $10 million annual average, and I've seen a lot of people saying that's ridiculously expensive for Sergei Bobrovsky, for one of the best goaltenders in the league, and he is only 30 years old, and that's, relatively young in terms of goaltending standards. I think it's a good contract, especially looking at what Artemi Panarin got, and I could honestly think Sergei Bobrovsky will be the better signing of the two, but that's just, a little bit of a bold prediction. I'm just really intrigued. I just want it to be October already to see how these new players fare with their new teams, but I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. What do you think about these two deals? How do you think they're going to play in their first seasons with the team? Look out for a Matt Duchene video. I'm going to be, making a video on him and his new contract with the Nashville Predators after this one, and then later on tonight or either tomorrow morning, I'm just going to recap all in one video, the remainder of the signings, because I don't just want to make individual videos on everyone because there would be a ridiculous amount to make. So that is going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel for daily NHL content, and I will see you guys all in the next video.